I have this crazy belief that the body has the power, when it's connected with the mind in a proper way, to heal itself. I had a problem with my eye, and I could have went to the doctors, but I waited. I mean, sure, if I started going like seriously blind in my right eye, then I would have went. I mean, because I need my eyes for what I do. But I waited, and I don't really know if my eye healed itself or whatever. But my mind adapted. Ooh, grab it. Spooked him. My mind adapted to my eyesight changing. And I'm okay now. It's interesting when you really explore the physics of the eyeball and the mind. You know, it crisscrosses in your brain, and it's upside down, and you're really only seeing a little pinhole, but your mind fills in all the gaps around it. I'm not making this up. I'm fascinated with physics, human body, nature, the whole universe. Just it's a fascinating world. And I feel like I've fixed myself in certain ways mentally. I'm talking physically. Mentally, have fixed myself to a point that I can get on with life. Adaptation. Ooh, another holly tree. Oh, that's a nice one. This is coming up here if I can get to it. This is where the fox den used to be. Kind of muddy. I tend to walk through a lot of stuff just wearing sandals. It's like a Jesus complex I have or something. And I'm always hurting my feet. I almost cut my toe off. But I wouldn't really have it any other way. This is, like I said, how I roll. And I was just thinking about that. How some people put on a different persona of who they want to be, this fictitious version of themselves, to have like this YouTube personality. And I do exactly what I say. I live exactly the way I live. It is 100% pure honesty at its fullest. And like I stated before, somebody asked me, what's the purpose of your channel? It's kind of like trolling. And I did not reply because I wanted to say, what's the purpose of your life? This is stuff you gotta be careful of. I don't know if that showed up. That, do not mix. And I'm actually gonna, because I come back here often, I'm gonna put it in a tree. Oh! I just got dirt in my beer. My seltzer. Drinking seltzer because my stomach is hurting real bad. Put that up in a tree. Hopefully I don't cut my head. Oh man. What a waste. What a waste. Luckily I come prepared. I'll pick that up on the way back. I gotta pick out a lot of briars out of my arms too. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a turnpike a few miles down the road. At nighttime it's very loud if you're in a tent And I tend to sleep in my tent every time I come out here and work, except for today. Because I haven't got into it. This really isn't my work right now. I am just doing what I love to do, which is hike around, be in nature, drink a few beers, find some bones. Sometimes I find, man, there's a bunch of bottles down here. I usually have a bag or a backpack, but I'm traveling really light. I'm gonna pull a briar out of my back. This is a marshland. Man, I can't believe all these bottles. There's an old Rolling Rock can. Pool tab. But this marsh here, I got one of my favorite bird pictures of all time, and it's a yellow warbler. And it's got nesting material in its mouth because it's building a nest. And I got that picture when I used to grow weed out here. Now you can grow it legally, which I've been doing anyways. Now I don't have to hide it. The whole weed being illegal thing is just absolutely moronic. But now that the government can make money on it, or I should say, the people that run the government can make money on it, it's all good now. It's all good. Down here, I have a mason jar of moonshine and mason jars of weed for whenever I get the urge. I'm not a big marijuana smoker by any means because it sparks my mental illness. So I have to be careful. Which I had an episode this fall or something. Old bottle. Yeah, a little meltdown, but it really was beneficial because it helped with my writing. And even though it's all conspiracy driven, there's another broken bottle. Even though it's all conspiracy stuff, I believe it unraveled some truth. And it sounds conspiracy-ish, but seriously, it's changed my mindset forever. And in my novel, I had a different ending until this recent epiphany. So it really helped in that I was never satisfied with the ending. Never was satisfied with it, and now I am. So I was gonna work on the ending this winter, but a lot of other things happened that deterred me. One being work. I gotta make money and pay the bills. Get out of here. Wasn't gonna wash these pants, but now I got to. Covered in marsh slime, which has like this scent all of its own. rot. Which I don't mind that much. It's better than cigarette smoke. That's one thing I hate more than anything. I had to suffer with it my whole life. I can't stand being around cigarette smoke. Any other smoke's fine. Cigar smoke, pipe smoke, weed smoke, crack smoke. Actually, I don't hang around people like that. Or meth. Well, two substances you're not allowed to bring in my backyard or in my house. I don't associate with people like that. Because I only do substances that expand your mind, not destroy it, and also to share. Meth and cocaine, crack, it's all selfish drugs. People that get it, you know, I gotta have enough of my own. You don't know. Yeah. I like substances that help you grow mentally, show you different angles to the same square, and expand in your artisticness, or even just your life in general. Crack, meth, all that stuff is exactly the opposite. I think this thing is pretty cool. I don't know what was stored in it, but it's cool. I thought about shooting it, but I don't want to put holes in it because it'll start rusting out more. But, yeah. Something cool to look at in the wintertime. Okay, I don't know how, man, 12 minutes? It's a long ass video. Whoever was able to like sit through the whole thing, kudos to you, man. Cheers. I'll drink to that.